The watchful ferret. In the quiet village of Meadowcroft, where wheat fields stretched far and wide and the air was thick with the hum of bees, there lived a ferret named Whisker. Whisker was not like the other animals in the village. While the dogs barked at every shadow and the cats lazed in the sun, Whisker spent his days darting through the barns, the cellars, and the granaries, inspecting every corner with his sharp eyes and quick paws. Whisker was a guardian of sorts, though few recognized it. The villagers thought of him as merely a curious little creature. But Whisker had taken it upon himself to ensure the village ran smoothly. He sniffed out leaks in the grain stores, chased off mice from the cheese wheels, and even nudged open forgotten shutters to let fresh air into musty rooms. One day, as the harvest approached, the village was abuzz with preparation. The barns were filled with golden sheaves of wheat, and the air smelled of fresh bread and apples. Whisker had been especially busy, weaving through the haystacks, ensuring that every grain was stored safely. That evening, as Whisker made his rounds in the granary, his sharp nose caught a whiff of something unusual, a faint, acrid smell. He froze, his tiny ears twitching. Following the scent, he darted between the sacks of grain and the wooden beams until he found the source. A lantern left unattended, with its flame sputtering precariously close to a pile of dried straw. Whisker's heart raced. He knew the danger. A single spark could set the entire granary ablaze, destroying the village's hard-earned harvest. Without hesitation, Whisker knocked the lantern over with a swift nudge of his head, extinguishing the flame. The room plunged into darkness, but Whisker's sharp senses guided him as he scurried out to alert the villagers. The next morning, the villagers discovered the tipped-over lantern and the slight scorch marks on the straw. "What happened here?" one of them asked, scratching his head. It was then that they noticed Whisker perched nearby, his nose twitching as he watched them intently. Old Marta, the baker, knelt down, her eyes softening with realization. "It was Whisker," she said. "He saved the granary." From that day forward, the villagers began to see Whisker in a new light. They left small treats for him in the granary and the cellar and took care to notice the details he always seemed to spot before anyone else. Whisker, however, did not seek praise or reward. He continued his diligent work, checking every corner, sniffing out every crevice, his heart filled with quiet satisfaction. The harvest was plentiful that year, and the village thrived. Though few ever thought to boast about Whisker's deeds, everyone felt his impact in the safety and abundance of their home. Whisker didn't mind. He found joy in the small things, in the knowledge that his careful vigilance kept his village secure and flourishing. And each evening, as the sun set over Meadowcroft, Whisker would sit atop the granary, his fur glowing softly in the fading light, a quiet symbol of the power of diligence and care. Themes of the sun in Virgo in the story. Attention to detail. Whisker's sharp observation skills and ability to notice small but important problems reflect Virgo's focus on the finer details. Service and purpose. Whisker's self-appointed role as the village's guardian highlights Virgo's desire to be of service and contribute meaningfully. Practicality and responsibility. Whisker's quick thinking to extinguish the flame and his consistent work to protect the granary embody Virgo's practical and reliable nature. Modesty and humility. Whisker's lack of interest in praise or reward captures Virgo's preference for quiet, behind-the-scenes contributions. Dedication and care. The story emphasizes Virgo's devotion to ensuring order, stability, and well-being in their environment.